I'm gonna quest read every Star Wars novel ever written, because war is a horror that must be stopped. Today I'll be at last diving into one of my favorite EU novels, Shatterpoint by Matthew Stover. No, I do not have the dust cover any longer. I do not like dust covers, and in my defense, this is one of the ugliest covers in the history of the Star Wars series, which is a disservice to a magnificent book by a great author. Anyone who's watched my stuff or anyone who's read a Star Wars book knows the deal with Matthew Stover. Revenge of the Sith is the greatest Star Wars book of all time. He also wrote Traitor, probably the second greatest Star Wars book of all time. Can't speak to that one myself, but other books of his like Shatterpoint may not be at the number one slot, but they are certainly in the among the best of the best category. Set during the Clone Wars, this book focuses on Mace Windu as he is dispatched to his home planet of Harun Kal to quell an uprising being led by his own Padawan Depa Billaba, who many feel has fallen to the dark side. This is an intense, grueling, dramatic novel that I have always affectionately referred to as What If Mace Windu Went to the Vietnam War? I mean, there's plenty of surface-level comparisons to be made. It's a war fought primarily in a jungle, in a far-off distant planet, being controlled mainly by corporate interests against the natives of that land, but really the core of it is the horror behind war. Like most stories about Vietnam, this book really focuses on the deep toll that this war is inflicting on Mace's conscience, as well as the people around him. You learn a lot about Mace, about how he was brought to the Jedi, and about his planet's whole lineage, which are all Force sensitives called Korun. This provides Mace with an excellent villain/foil in the form of Kar Vaster, a Koronai man who has become the leader of his group through his strength and brutality. But of course, Mace is no pushover himself, and when the two come to butt heads, they are on fairly even footing, and Mace is forced to contend with who he would be if he hadn't joined the Jedi. Vaster provides a sort of dark mirror to Mace Windu's own self, and it forces him to really confront a lot of deep truths about who he is. Stover's gift for dramatic prose, his incredibly strong action writing, and all of his usual strengths are here in spades, but more than anything, this really focuses on the heart of the character. It is a deep character study into Mace Windu. And I think that's all the more important as the internet tends to turn these characters a lot more one-dimensional than they really should be, Mace Windu in particular being a victim of that. A lot of people think Mace Windu is a jerk. They think he's just mean and stoic. This book is, I would say, key to my appreciation for Mace as a character. This is the perfect analysis of who Mace Windu is and everything that makes him important. Maybe only matched by Matthew Stover's own rendition of Mace Windu in Revenge of the Sith. That's right, he knocked it out of the park both times. He continues to excel. He continues to be the best. He gets a 9 out of 10 easy.